Hello, Potato. I think that on this channel I spend a fair amount of time seeking out interesting edibles from other cultures and new things from my own culture, but I feel like sometimes I am overlooking the older things from my own culture that I've just never tried. And today's something that I've kind of always wanted to try, even since I was a little kid. I've never tried it in all these years. And back when I was a kid, I believe they used to actually run TV ads for it. And I didn't know they still actually made it till I saw it sitting on the shelf in the grocery store. And that is Underwood Premium Quality Deviled Ham Spread. Yep, today we're lunching with the devil. And yeah, I swear, and I could be wrong, memory is fallible, but I swear that as a kid, they ran ads for this on TV all the time, and they like deviled chicken and other deviled products. And looking at it, the ingredients actually are a lot. I mean, I expected like potted meat. I expected to see a lot of chemicals on here, but really they aren't. It's ham cured with water and salt, brown sugar, sodium nitrite, and seasoning, mustard, flour, spices, turmeric. That's it. The nitrites I know are a problem for some people, but I was expecting a lot longer ingredient list with a lot more chemicals in it, or a lot more chemically chemicals. I mean, everything's a chemical, yes, but more chemically chemicals. And serving this is about 1/4 of a cup, which is about half a can apparently. And what is it? Let's see, 180 calories. Sodium's gonna be bad though, right? 20% of your sodium, so that's not great. I mean, we're not in cup noodle territory, but it's not great. I did a little looking up about Underwood. Apparently they've been around since like 1868 making this stuff. And like I said, there's other ones too. I didn't try them. And I've had this actually sitting in the cabinet for a while. I was a little concerned that it might be beyond its sell-by, but actually I can see now that I didn't need to be worried about that at all because the sell-by is 2024. So I guess this wouldn't be the worst emergency food either. Oh, the label does not just slide off. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll have to rip it. I can't save it and wrap somebody else's present in it later. And when you take the label off, there's... Wow, that's fairly dystopian somehow. Am I supposed to leave that on and like just work around that paper? Because that doesn't seem... That seems like that's going to get in your food. See, this is what happens when you don't try something that's been around for 140 years or whatever. That would be 160 years? Almost 160 years, yeah. My math could be wrong. You'll correct me in the comments, I trust. Tastes great in sandwiches. Tastes great in tacos and quesadillas. A deviled ham taco. I mean, if this isn't horrible, that could be something we come back to. Tastes great in wraps. Well, that makes sense. Tastes great in salads. You put like a dollop on there like you do like a chicken salad. I get that. Tastes great in dips. I don't know. I mean, I can see it, but I don't know what dip I make that has ham in it. But yeah, I've just never tried. What's copyright on this is 2009. I hope that's not when it was made. I mean, if it is, that's marvelously shelf stable. If it goes from 2009 to 2024. But we're going to make just what I remember, at least in the ads, being like the basic preparation, which is a sandwich. So we've got ourselves a couple slices of not as fluffy as honestly I thought it was going to be white bread, but it'll do. We're going to crack this open and unleash the devil onto our taste buds. Will it be devilishly good? Will it be hellishly bad? Let's find out. Well, it doesn't look devilishly good. It looks, I guess it looks like the picture, doesn't it? It's not. It's very oily looking, but it does look like the picture. They used to just have it with lettuce and cheese. I'm just gonna have it on its own for this time because I want that pure taste test. I want to try it the way it's meant to be first. Smells a bit of pet food. Smells a bit of Spam. Actually, you know what it smells like? Actually. I mean, those other things aren't wrong either, but it smells like Vienna sausages, which I guess makes sense. It's probably the same stuff. This is probably Vienna sausage filling before it's like compacted into weenie shapes. All right, well, let's make a sandwich. Let's make our lunch. It doesn't smell bad. It does smell like Vienna sausages, and I happen to like Vienna sausage. I haven't had any in like probably a dozen years, but I liked them when I did. I noticed on here also it says to refrigerate after opening, so I'm wondering if I should have put this in the fridge first to have it good and cold for this first taste, or if that's really just a health and safety thing. All right, so let's spread some of that on our bread. That does not look great. I mean, it's a tinned meat product, and don't know why you'd think it would look great. I don't know why I thought it would look great, but it definitely doesn't. A lot of white in there. I'm guessing that's fat. Let's just try a little bit on its own. Well, that bit actually on the sandwich. Let's get a little bit more on its own. There we go. Let's try that on its own. It tastes like Vienna sausage with like some extra seasoning in it. I guess that's the devil. Probably the turmeric and the mustard and stuff. It's not bad. It's not as good as a Vienna sausage. I mean, for my canned meat products, like with I don't have a whole lot to compare to. There's like, there's Spam, Vienna sausages, and this. And out of those three, I'm going to put this in third place. But I could definitely see if you added other stuff to it, maybe made like a little mayonnaise. I don't know, but it's not bad. I will eat this. So here is my sandwich, which doesn't look to be nearly as full as the one on the can on the package there. Let's do a little more because it's supposed to be half a can, right? So let's just absolutely get that whole half a can on there. Can't believe I've waited this many years of my life to finally try this stuff, because I couldn't have it as a kid. I don't know if it was a health thing. I don't know if it was a devil thing. I just was never allowed to have it as a child. And that's what, when you do when you're an adult, right? You do all the things you couldn't do as a child, like smoke and pay taxes. All right. So here is my devilish. We should do cross-section. This is YouTube, right? We should do a cross-section. Does it seem like I'm stalling? Maybe it does. But this is YouTube. We have to have a cross-section if we're doing food. There we go. That looks a little bit more like the one on the package. I mean, they've cut the crusts off, and they're using, I think, a different kind of bread. Well, I mean, it's white, but it's a different kind of bread. And I don't have any cheese or lettuce, but that's a decent cross-section of tinned meat, isn't it? All right, no more stalling. Let's have a bite. That's not bad at all. It's missing something. It needs something else. Maybe the cheese. Maybe that's why there's cheese on it in the picture. But it's not bad. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm kind of eating a pulverized Vienna sausage sandwich. I do think now after that bite, combining it with the bread, I think the seasoning I'm tasting is the mustard flour. It does taste a little mustardy to me, but it's not bad. Was it worth waiting decades to try? No. But it's not bad. And given I'm sure we bought this at least a year ago, that the sell-by isn't until 2024, it'd be a good thing to have in the cabinets just in case. We got protein on this. 8 grams of protein in one serving. I mean, it's not as good as those chicken chips, but that's some protein in there. That could do you well in an emergency. That I would probably actually maybe get a couple cans of that to just keep in a bug out bag, just to have a little protein when you're on the run from insurgents or whatever. Well, I mean, that was I think a good experience. I'm glad I finally tried it. Wish I hadn't waited so long. And I hope you found it at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, please give the video a like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.